Welcome, friends. I am so excited for today's conversation. Uh, you, you are here at We Are Here for Greatness, or possibly your daily fairy godmother. Although, really, what I'm going to be talking about today is everything that I feel like I did wrong yesterday, and I'm so excited for this conversation because my intention with these lives, with these shares, is to be sharing imperfection and sort of making an offering of it is okay to be imperfect. Not only okay, but necessary. And we hold ourselves back by wanting to only create and share things that are perfect. And one of my gifts is that I am messy. Um, I'm imperfect, and I'm increasingly okay with that imperfection. And so I'm really excited to talk about everything that I feel I did wrong yesterday in our conversation, which I am going to leave that video up, even though I really can't recommend that anyone go watch it. Um, just as a sort of, I'm showing my work and letting this be a process of openness and vulnerability. So I am so glad you're here. I anticipate that today's conversation is going to be uh, a lot more fun and engaging than yesterday's for you and for me. And my intention is that you walk away from this conversation uh, with more freedom for your own creative explorations and possibly with some specific lessons that help you to get traction in those explorations. So let's start now just by taking a big breath together. And I invite you to first feel your feet on the ground, feel your butt nice and seat, and invite all of your energy back from all of your and wherever it is, into this body, into your body, reclaim all of yourself, and then emptying the lungs together, a big breath in and out, and this now, so this is great. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday I came on and talked about how perfection stops us from taking action. But I I forgot to move into my heart and to really speak from my direct experience. And so I sort of came in with this energy. How do I be useful? Which even as I say that, I sort of like hear the voice just being in my head. Um, that useful version of myself is in full performance mode and not at all connected to my heart with the greater belonging of all of existence and with my own power and creativity. And I think that it really showed. Um, I didn't enjoy what I shared yesterday nearly as much as what I shared on Monday, or as much as what I'm sharing today, which is like just much more of my personal experience. And also, I'm extremely confident that the video that is still up, you could go check it out if you want, is less engaging for you. Like it's just like surface level. I sort of have this image of just like the most superficial. Um, you could read what I had to say in just a couple of minutes, and get all of it without spending stuff on it. So so that's one thing that I did wrong. Is I was like, how can I be useful rather than how can I be sharing from the heart something that will connect us and serve all of us, serve me to share, serve you to witness and receive. So it made it less wonderful, made it much more thin. I'm confident for both of us. Part of what is going on is that I'm in this transition. And so one of the lessons that I invite you to take away is just that transitions are messy and mistakes are necessary. So part of why I was so excited to share this today, this sort of like recapitulation of the things that I did wrong, is that mistakes are necessary, that we can't be perfect all the time. And in fact, when we are in transition is when we are necessarily going to make mistakes, right? Because that's when we're doing something new, we're venturing into new territory, and doing things that we don't already know how to do. And that's part of why I'm celebrating that I made those mistakes, that I sort of took myself and whoever watches that video through the sort of boring muck of it, um, because I'm learning how to do this. And like mistakes are part of learning. I sort of wish we had a different word for it than mistakes, because mistakes already sort of presuppose that it is an undesirable element. But you can't do something new without making mistakes. Something that my partner and I always say to each other is, if you never go too far, you know you're not going to go. And so as you are building your capacity and I am building my capacity, my abilities, my powers, your abilities and powers, mistakes are necessary. And so let this be an opportunity for you to celebrate your mistakes, to know that if you are learning and growing, part of how you know that you're doing that is that you're making mistakes. You're doing things that later you're like, oh my gosh, uh, what a dingbat I was that I did that. Or what was I thinking? Well, what I was thinking was that I was thinking from the place of learning, and having made the mistake is part of how now I'm in the place of learning. Excuse me, learning. So let this also be a model for you of holding yourself in compassion through mistakes, through transitions, through the messiness of figuring out a new way of being or a new way of being and sharing. And the last thing that I want to really name here is that I was operating out of a very trying, trying to be useful. One foot in this set of conversations that I'm calling We're Here for Greatness, and one foot in these conversations that I really am just starting to develop, that is the daily fairy godmother. And I sort of did myself and us all a disservice by having one foot in each and being really unsteady. Um, and I'm again celebrating the lessons that came from going too far or extending myself too far or not providing myself the support that uh, that allows me to be moving from my place. So I can be grounded and sharing mistakes at the same time. And you can be in your whole self and still make mistakes, but the being in your whole self will never itself be a mistake. Right? It will always be a powerful and empowered place to be operating. So So I was trying to be useful rather than trusting that sharing from the heart is useful in so many ways. And my coach is really inviting me these days into feeling, how am I of service rather than being useful. And so I think that part of how I can be of service is by sharing really human experience and realizing for you as in opposition to the world of performance and perfectionism that we all are extremely struggle. Right? So those are the lessons that I have been feeling so excited to share with you ever since the episode of Hung yesterday. And I was like, boy, that was not the best. And the past version of me would go delete yesterday's video and never to be seen or discussed again. And I feel quite selfish there. It feels quite to share it with you that I have enough of a sense of safety in my life that I can share my thoughts and really be able to laugh and feel good about that. And I want to say that safety in your heart is available for you as well. So if you're hearing this and you're sort of having that awkward igloo feeling of feeling embarrassed on your behalf, or feeling embarrassed for yourself at the thought of being this open about mistakes and fuck ups or things that you feel like you are embarrassed to have created, um, I want you to know that safety in your own heart is available. And if I were to make a recommendation, some closing recommendation for us to create that kind of safety in your heart, I want to invite you into a meditation practice. You can start, as I said yesterday, with just a minute a day of breathing with yourself and bringing your attention into your body, or even just the practice we did at the beginning of this conversation, and taking one deep breath and calming your attention down. Just that is a powerful way of beginning to create comfort and safety in yourself, that as you do it, you'll also offer a wave of safety, increasing for the people. And isn't that something that you know? Thank you so much for joining me for this conversation. This was an absolute delight to share. I'm so glad that I made all those mistakes yesterday so that I could share them with you today. I hope that this offers you some freedom, a reframe, a laugh, and a sense of feeling recognition. All of our flaws and flaws are so sweet and I love you, friends. See you.